Hey everyone, it's me. 1943. The world was already drowning in chaos as the Second World War raged across continents. But in the midst of the bloodshed, the United States Navy allegedly attempted something far more terrifying than any weapon of war, a secret experiment said to bend the very laws of physics. They called it the Philadelphia Experiment. But was it truly an attempt at invisibility? Or was the Navy reaching for something far stranger, something that touched the edge of science fiction and perhaps opened a door that was never meant to be opened? In the summer of 1943, rumors began circulating about a top-secret project taking place at the Philadelphia Naval Shipyard. For months, the United States had been desperately seeking ways to protect its valuable vessels from the deadly U-boat attacks of Nazi Germany. American ships were regularly being hunted down in the dark depths of the Atlantic, sunk by the ruthless efficiency of German submarines. And with each sinking, the need for a solution grew more urgent. The goal seemed simple: make warships invisible to enemy radar. But when the military unveiled the details of their plan, whispers among insiders claimed that the experiment was not just about hiding from radar, it was about hiding from reality itself. Then the rumors grew louder. It was said that the Navy was going to hold a full-scale test, one that would push the boundaries of physics to the breaking point. Before long, the entire city of Philadelphia seemed to be buzzing about the alleged experiment, which was said to be scheduled for October 28, 1943. Few dared to venture near the shipyard in the days leading up to the alleged event, fearing the worst. But the Navy insisted that everything was under control. That was until October. On that fateful day, a heavy fog rolled over the Delaware River, shrouding the shipyard in mystery. The USS Eldridge, a 1,240-ton destroyer escort, was sitting in dry dock undergoing final preparations. According to reports, the ship was coated with a special metallic substance that would somehow help it disappear from view. But those working on the Eldridge soon realized they were in for much more than they had bargained for. As the work continued, the atmosphere grew thick with tension and fear. The orders were clear: nobody was to board the Eldridge until further notice. Yet curiosity got the better of some, and they crept aboard anyway. But those who did were never seen again. Moments later, the entire ship was enveloped in a blinding flash of white light and vanished into thin air. The witnesses on shore watched in disbelief as the entire vessel disappeared, leaving behind only a cloud of steam and a sense of foreboding. But this was only the beginning. According to those who witnessed the spectacle, the ship reappeared minutes later, only it wasn't in Philadelphia anymore. In fact, it was nowhere near the city. The Eldridge was now in Norfolk, Virginia, hundreds of kilometers away. Eyewitnesses in Virginia claim they watched in horror as the ship materialized out of thin air, sailing serenely through the harbor before vanishing again just as suddenly. When the ship finally returned to Philadelphia, what the Navy found was far more horrifying than they had ever anticipated. Sailors rushed aboard to check on the crew, but what they found was the stuff of nightmares. Some men appeared fused into the solid steel walls and decks of the ship as though their bodies and the metal had melted together in some grotesque union. Others were missing entirely, said to have vanished into thin air, and many who survived had lost their minds. They spoke incoherently, screaming of visions and voices, and some were never seen again after that day. Soon after, official word from the Navy was blunt: no such experiment ever took place. The USS Eldridge, they said, had been carrying out routine duties in other waters during the alleged event. To this day, the U.S. government maintains that the Philadelphia experiment is nothing more than a myth, exaggerated by conspiracy theorists. And yet, some former sailors and supposed eyewitnesses insist otherwise. They claim the experiment was very real, and that its horrific results forced the government to bury the truth. What really happened that day? Some believe the Navy had been experimenting with Einstein's unified field theory, attempting to bend space and time around a warship. Invisibility, teleportation, even time travel. Were these the true objectives? Others suggest the entire story was a fabrication, a hoax born from sailors' tall tales and misunderstandings of classified naval technology. Still, the horrifying descriptions of men fused into metal, of sudden teleportation, of madness and disappearance, these accounts continue to haunt the legend. Was the Philadelphia experiment a mere conspiracy theory, an elaborate myth to frighten and entertain? Or was it a dark reality that changed history forever? The truth may never be known. But if such experiments were possible in 1943, one has to wonder, what might be happening in the shadows today? Perhaps the technology has not vanished. Perhaps it has only gone deeper underground, hidden from public eyes, waiting for the moment it will be unleashed again. What do you believe? Was the Philadelphia experiment just a wartime legend, or a dark reality that changed history forever? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Now, if you want to hear more terrifying tales of the unknown, I've got the perfect video for you. Here, I cover strange and mysterious occurrences, paranormal phenomena, and unexplained mysteries from around the world. So click right here, and let's dive into the darkness together. And remember, if you want to see more from me, don't forget to subscribe so you can catch my latest stories as they're released. I've got new content coming all the time. You won't want to miss a single moment. So join me on our journey into the darkest corners of the universe, where the laws of nature are bent and reality itself is challenged. I promise you, you won't find anything like it anywhere else. Thank you for joining me on this chilling journey into the heart of the Philadelphia experiment. If you enjoyed this video, I invite you to stay tuned for more spine-tingling tales. Together, we'll explore the most terrifying mysteries that have ever unfolded, uncovering secrets that may shake your reality to its core. And as always, if you believe in the power of the unknown and want to support our channel, please hit the like button. By doing so, you'll help us bring more of these spine-chilling stories to life. Your support means everything to us. Once again, thank you for watching. Now, if you dare, I invite you to click on the screen to reveal another terrifying tale waiting to be unraveled. Dare you take the next step into the darkness?